Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Fahad and I'll be representing the deadlock topic with my group today. Deadlock is a situation which occurs when two of the processes require the same resource for the execution. So one of it has to wait for the other process to occur and free the resource. So considering the cars in the middle as processes, they can only use the resource which is the path if one of the car moves back or forth. And furthermore, talking about the graph, P1, P2 and P3 are using resource 1 and resource 2 altogether without facing deadlock situation. While on the right side, if R1 is in use by process 1, then P2 and P3 will have to wait for it to be free.
Deadlock can arise on the following four conditions. Mutual exclusion. In this condition, it allows only a single process to access the resource at a time. In the diagram, there is a single instance of resource 1 and it is held by the process 1. This condition prevents two or more processes to access the same resource at a time. The hold and wait condition simply means that the process must be holding access to one resource and must be waiting to get hold of other resource that have been acquired by the other processes. In the following diagram, process 2 holds resource 2 and the resource 3 and it's requesting to resource 1 which is held by the process. In this condition, one process is holding a resource, then that resource cannot be taken away from that process until the process voluntarily release it. In the following diagram, process 2 cannot permit the resource 1 from process 1. It will only be released when process 1 give up it voluntarily after its execution is complete. In this process, a process is waiting for the resource held by the second process which is waiting for the third process and so on till the last process is waiting for the resource held by the first process. This forms a circular chain. For example, in the following diagram, process 1 is allocating resource 2 and it is requesting resource 1. Similarly, process 2 is allocating resource 1 and it is requesting resource 2. This forms a circular wait loop. These processes must be waiting in a circular pattern to acquire the resource. This is similar to hold and wait, but the only difference is that the processes are waiting in a circular pattern.
Moving forward, by eliminating circular wait, we can prevent deadlock. Meanwhile, preempting processes, mutual exclusion will not be eliminated and can cause inconsistency. Now to handle deadlock, you should be sure that system could not only enter but recover from the deadlock situation. Ignoring the problem is another way to move forward without wasting time, or you can restart the system manually after system halt. Concluding everything that we have discussed earlier, circular wait can be feasibly eliminated by assigning a priority to each resource. The request is granted if the process requests the resource of higher priority than the resources it currently holds. And another conclusion is that mutual exclusion, hold and wait, and preemptive methods cannot be violated. Thank you very much for your precious time.